I know about investigations is they're kind of like peeling back an onion. And as you go through each layer, you learn different things. To be a responsible prosecutor, you must look at all of those things in investigation to be fair to everyone involved. This is a very important matter, as you've already highlighted. And so, yes, the investigation seems that it will go past just this one phone call that we've discussed and that you played for your viewers.
That was Georgia State Prosecutor, the District Attorney in Fulton County, Georgia, Fani Willis, speaking on this show last year. We had that interview with her here just days after she announced that her office had opened a criminal investigation into President Trump's efforts to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. She told us in that clip that it went beyond Trump's direct phone call to the Georgia Secretary of State, telling him that he needed to find a specific number of votes so that he could be declared the winner of the state. She said that it was like peeling an onion, and they would be looking at everything related to those efforts to interfere with Georgia's election results. Well, it's been a little over 14 months since Fani Willis's office began that investigation. Today, we're learning more about where it stands and where things are headed. You might remember that earlier this year, a panel of Georgia judges cleared the way for a special grand jury to be seated in this case to look at potential criminal charges against former President Trump. Well, today, in a new interview in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, District Attorney Willis has confirmed something of a timeline for that special grand jury. She says she expects the grand jury will be seated starting May 2nd, and they'll start hearing from witnesses as of June 1st. In today's interview, she also notes for the first time that her investigation has already taken voluntary testimony from at least 50 people. She told the paper today that with the grand jury being seated now, she plans to seek subpoenas for an additional 30 other people at least. Of course, part of the special grand jury's job will be to sign off on subpoenas for folks who won't voluntarily testify, but will once they are compelled to by the grand jury. But then come June 1st, that grand jury is expected to start hearing from all the witnesses themselves. So all of that is new and notable. I will tell you, there's one other piece of that interview with the AJC that stood out for me today. Fani Willis and her team have faced threats from very early on, ever since they first announced this investigation. That's one of the things we first talked to her about in February 2021. She was very candid about the threats that had come in to her and to her office since the investigation had been announced. But in this latest interview with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, she pointedly, quote, declined to name the lead prosecutor she has assigned to the probe, citing security precautions. She also told the paper that she has recently ordered bulletproof vests for her prosecutors who are working on this case. Obviously, that is bracing to hear, but more than ever, it appears that this investigation is full steam ahead. And now we have a bit of a timeline for it. Tick-tock.